Have you ever heard of oatmeal pancakes? I'm going to be making a recipe today that uses oatmeal straight out of the bag. If you want a more heartier pancake, this is the recipe for you. So stick around. Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a plant-based RN and I follow the Starch solution. If you're not familiar with the Starch solution, it was a program that was developed by Dr. John McDougall. It is a starch-centered diet, so you get to eat a lot of potatoes and rice, a lot of veggies. There's a lot of freedom in this program. It's great for weight loss and to improve your health. On my channel, you're going to find quick and easy whole food plant-based recipes that are made with no oil, and they are gluten-free. I do have celiacs, so I must be gluten-free, but if you don't have any problems with gluten, you will love these recipes just as much as I do. So if all that sounds good to you, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. I do post twice a week, every Tuesday and Saturday. For more plant-based content, you can follow me on Instagram at Chew on Vegan. And if you're new to this way of eating, or maybe you've been doing it a while but just feel like you need some more support, I started a Facebook group, and there you will find like-minded people, recipes, inspiration, and best of all, support. And if you're still not convinced that a plant-based diet is right for you, I created a quick little e-guide that explains the benefits of a plant-based diet. And if that isn't enough and you want more plant-based content, I started a newsletter which comes out every other month. And in my newsletter, I discuss different topics. Some are from a nursing perspective. You'll find tips and tricks and recipes. I will leave a link to all these resources in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. I also have links to my favorite products, my favorite kitchen tools, so be sure to check that out. As I said in the intro, these pancakes are going to be a little bit heartier, they're going to be a little bit dense. Now these pancakes are going to be low fat, gluten-free, oil-free. These are great for weight loss, so you can definitely eat these if you are still trying to lose weight. They are a hearty pancake. They're going to fill you up and leave you satisfied. So let's get started. So to start, we've got a cup of rolled oats in here. And I'm going to add 1 cup of water. And this is how we're keeping this really low fat. We're going to stir this around. And we're just going to let this set for about 10 minutes, just so the oats can soften up a bit. Now, if you wanted to use almond milk or soy milk, you're perfectly welcome to do that. Another thing we're going to need is a flax egg. Now, since these pancakes are completely plant-based, we're not going to be using any eggs in here. And a flax egg is a great substitute. So we have a tablespoon of ground flax seed, and then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of water, and then we're going to stir it around, and then just set these aside next to the oats. Now this recipe calls for 1 banana. You want a super sweet banana. You want a lot of little speckles on here, little spots. So we're just going to put our banana in the bowl here, and we're just going to use a fork, same fork that I mixed up my flax egg, and we're just going to mush this banana. So we've got our banana nice and mashed. Now we're going to add in the flax egg. And as you can see, it gets a little gelatinous, very egg-like. Give that a quick stir. And now we'll add in the oats. Want to stir that up. And then I like to add in a 1/4 cup of frozen riced cauliflower. And I let it defrost for a little bit. And I do this with my oatmeal too. It gives it some creaminess and a little extra fiber. Now we're going to add in the rest of our ingredients. And I'm going to use a little bit of oat flour. You can grind your own, or you can buy some store-bought. That's what this is. So we're going to add that in, along with a couple teaspoons of baking powder, and that's going to help them get nice and fluffy. A little salt and some cinnamon. And then you're just gonna stir well. And at this point, if you feel your batter is too thick, then feel free to add a little water. And I'll just add a little bit just to show you. That's maybe a couple tablespoons. There we go. I think that works. I forgot to hit record. I haven't done that in a long time. I used a 1/4 cup measuring cup to add these to the griddle. I've got my griddle on about 325. You want to make sure that the temperature is not too hot so that it gets nice and crispy on the outside but not cooked on the inside. So you might need a lower temperature, and you're just going to have to play with that with your griddle or your skillet. And you want to make sure you have a really good non-stick. I love my Bella griddle here. There's a link to it in the description box, and it is fabulous. So we'll let these go until they start getting brown around the edges, and then we'll flip them and cook them on a couple minutes on the other side. Now you can see how they've gotten a little bit golden on the edges, dry. So we'll flip. Oh, yeah. May have cooked this a little bit too long, but that, you know, I'm good with it. All right, just a couple minutes on this side and we'll be ready to eat. All right, let's plate these up. Look at how good those look. Then I like to pair it with fruit. I've got some blueberries and they're gonna roll all over the place. Sometimes they just don't like to cooperate. Look at that. Strawberries would be good. More banana. Then a little bit of maple syrup. Let's have a taste. So here are the pancakes. They look delicious. And I apologize again for not turning the camera on, not recording. I have not done that in so long, but it's nearly impossible for me to start over with the recipe. Yeah, I just don't have the strength to do that. But I know you know how to put pancake batter on a griddle or in a pan, so I didn't feel too bad about it. But just know, hey, that's life, stuff happens, and I'm human like everybody else. So, that being said, let's give these delicious pancakes a taste. Now they looked gorgeous for my picture. The maple syrup has kind of soaked into the pancake, but oh, that's okay. Yes. I don't know if you can see that deliciousness. It's very hearty. It's very, I don't know, let's give it a taste. It's very delicious. It's like you're eating a bowl of oatmeal, but it's in the pancake form and there's a little crispy on the outside. These are perfect. Now these are great for grab and go. You can leave them in your refrigerator for up to 5 days in an airtight container, and they'll stay in the freezer for a couple months. So if you just want to leave them in the fridge and it's a great little breakfast you can take with you, take it to work, put it in the microwave. That's what I'm going to do. Exciting. Really delicious. So I hope you like this video, and if you've made it this far in the video, please comment with oatmeal, and that way I know you've made it to the end with me, and I really appreciate it. The complete recipe will be in the description box below with all the exact measurements. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and join the Chew on Vegan family. As always, all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate and your weight. Until next time, thank you. So to get started, we're gonna start with a cup of rolled oats, why do I say oats? I hate that. So to get started, we're gonna start, oh my God, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna be making a recipe today that uses